long have you known? You said you was one of the prettiest girls he ever had. All right. So does that mean y'all used to date?
Yes.
Okay. When did you all date?
Since 2021.
And are you all still dating now? Just yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you own guns?
Yes.
Okay. How many guns have you owned? Or do you own currently?
Probably like 7, 6, I think.
Specifically, I want to ask you, have you ever owned an FN-57 pistol?
Yes.
Do you remember when did you purchase that gun?
December.
December
I don't
of what
know.
year?
I don't remember the year.
Okay. Have you had the opportunity to look at the receipt from that purchase?
Earlier.
Okay. We're looking at a copy of that receipt. Help refresh your memory as to what year and when you purchased that weapon?
Yes.
All right. Permission to approach, Your Honor?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 425 VV. Tell me, do you recognize 425 VV?
Yes.
Okay. And let me ask you, does that look like the receipt from when you purchased an FN-57?
Yes.
And I see that you're flipping through it. Does that look like the application you filled out when you went to go purchase your weapon?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Your Honor, this is how the state would like to admit 425 VV into evidence.
All right, that's submitted.
Looking at 425 VV, what is the date of purchase?
December 23rd, 2021.
And do you see on that receipt a serial number or an SN number?
No. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I see it.
What is the serial number listed on the receipt?
386-409-184.
All right. I'm going to show you what's been admitted as 221 VV. It's going to be kind of tiny. I want you to tell me, do you see a serial number on 221 VV on the bottom?
Yes.
What is that serial number?
386-409-184.
Is that the same serial number that's
Yes.
on the receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
What color is that gun?
I think it's all black.
And does this look like the gun that you purchased?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you, and back in March of 2022, did you allow Shannon to use that gun?
No.
Did you ever give that gun to Shannon?
No.
Were you aware that he had possession of that gun?
No.
Do you know someone by the name of Demikion Garlington?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know Demikion Garlington?
He dated my friend.
Okay. Do you know if he is a friend of Mr. Jackson
Yes, ma'am.
or Mr. Stillwell? Have you ever spoken to Demikion Garlington on his cellular phone?
Yes.
Have you ever spoken with Mr. Demikion Garlington in March of 2022 about you giving Mr. Stillwell that handgun?
I don't know.
Men who dye their grays shamelessly. Weston Boucher. He's a model who shamelessly dyes his grays, and we love
Handgun.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the answer.
She said, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know if you've ever spoken with him?
I spoke to him, but I don't know if I spoke to him about a gun.
Specifically on March 17th, 2022, do you recall speaking to Mr. Garlington about that gun being in Mr. Shannon Stillwell's possession?
I don't remember.
Do you remember ever speaking to Mr. Garlington about the fact that Mr. Stillwell had been arrested on March 17th, 2022?
After
Yes
he
or
got
no?
it? Oh, I don't know. No,
Or you don't remember?
I don't remember.
And in that call, do you remember telling Demekion Garlington that the gun he had would be a clean gun because you gave him that gun?
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
I want to take you to March 14th, 2022. Did you ever go to an Alamo rental car facility at the airport with Shannon to rent a vehicle?
Yes,
And who was the renter of the vehicle?
it was me, but we had to switch it because I don't have a credit card. So, Shannon,
So did Shannon rent the vehicle?
yes.
All right. I'm going to show you what's already been admitted as State's Exhibit 188 VV and 189 VV. First, looking at 188 VV, is that you inside of that vehicle?
It looked like me.
And what type of car did y'all rent in March of 2022?
I don't know.
Do you remember renting a white Audi vehicle?
I didn't rent it.
Okay. Do you remember being with Mr. Stillwell Jackson when he rented the white Audi vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And looking at this picture, 188 VV, does the car appear to have any tint on the vehicle at this time?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know. It looked like it on the back.
Okay. Are you able to see inside of the car through the glass?
Ma'am.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Pull that mic over to you and try to talk directly into it if you don't mind for us.
And is that Mr. Stillwell Jackson sitting next to you in the passenger seat?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in March of 2022, where were you living?
I'm still.
And specifically around March 14, 2022, were you and Mr. Jackson staying in any hotels in the Douglasville area of Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember when you began staying in hotels in the Douglasville area?
I don't remember the day.
How long were you staying in hotels?
We was staying in a hotel since March 9th.
March 9th. Why were you staying in hotels since March 9th of 2022?
Because these girls tried to rob me.
Did you know who these girls were?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if these girls were affiliated with any gangs?
I don't know.
You said you started staying there on March 9th, 2022. Do you remember if you stayed at the hotels a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Do you remember at all?
It was like 3 hotels. It was. Oh, you want me to keep going?
You stayed at 3 different hotels.
Yes, ma'am.
Over the course of how long? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Do you remember?
It was probably like until he got locked up.
On March 17th. Yes. Okay.